And good evening. This is Eric Tallman in the newsroom. We have continuing coverage on that 9-year-old severely autistic boy that they are looking for in Genesee County in Davidson. The search continues, and this is what report we have so far, and we've got more on the way.
The search area you mentioned, Alicia, as I believe you may have mentioned it, expanded from 2 miles to 5 miles. Here behind me, a live look at the area where law enforcement authorities from all across the state of Michigan have gathered, all in an effort to find this boy known to so many as Mars, as they have enhanced their efforts today.
We've deployed a new technique this morning, a very technical professional search process with a mixture of the search and rescue teams and several law enforcement.
Law enforcement agencies from across the state deployed inside the Lake Callis recreation area in a tactical manner, all in an effort to find this boy, 9-year-old Omarion Humphrey, who lives with autism.
Today we've included even something we hadn't been able to try, the resource today. The only resource today that we haven't had to date are true bloodhounds.
The chief saying today, in its 4th day, the search for the 9-year-old boy, they are not ruling out anything, and says there's still a lot of work being done behind the scenes that no one is privy to.
I'm not prepared to say exactly what they're working on, but so far, obviously those trails are still coming up empty. Otherwise, we wouldn't be standing here today doing this search. So, of the avenues we're considering of where Omarion could be, this is still one of the most viable options, is that he did in fact wander off, and he is still in fact hunkered down out here somewhere. We've been here since 7 a.m. Our first wave was to deploy the K9 teams. I believe, don't quote me on these numbers necessarily, but I believe we had somewhere between 60 and 80 K9 teams deployed at 7 a.m. this morning. And then the second wave, starting a little after 8 a.m., was what I'm calling the foot soldiers. We have literally hundreds of foot soldiers out today, and they're going to be searching the more open areas, going into neighborhoods, doing knock and talks on residences, encouraging people to help us look.
And saying his investigators continue to pore over evidence they've gathered, but says there's still much work to be done.
We have good information via video and the folks we've talked to on when we're fairly certain when he was last seen and where he was last seen. Between that point and now, it gets awful frustrating, awful fast.
That was Nima Shafee reporting live from Davidson Township, and our Jim Kurtzner is on the story for later editions on 7 Action News, so look for those reports and updates.